Hey everybody, it's Ed. The future is now, and the future is Tesla, Google, and Virgin Galactic. I'm going to go over these three stocks specifically today and basically how they're tracking. All three are tracking well. You'll see by the charts of what's going on. Tesla's going ballistic right now. Google just reporting earnings and they're doing solid. Virgin Galactic looks like it's also breaking a possible flag. So it looks like a breakup, so I'll show you that as well. So you guys know I'm a huge fan of Tesla, not just for their cars, the tech, autonomous driving, but for the fact that their stock is driving. Okay, I caught it early at 240 when it broke the first trend, and we've been buying at 330. We bought at 359. We've been buying even into the 400s and 500s. I just even purchased more shares today to get up to 125 total shares. And you can see I'm showing this because this is a landmark day for us for two reasons. The first is obviously we hit 10,000 in one day. Most of that was Tesla. Granted, Google was up, Space was up as well, but the bulk of that day is due to a huge Tesla charge. In year to date, we went from about 15,000 2 weeks ago to 30,000. So we've gained about another 15,000 over the last 15 days. So we've got to thank Tesla for the execution, for hitting their numbers, for looking like they're going to dominate the EV sector for years, potentially a decade. So you can see the first pennant, the second pennant, the first flag, and the second flag just on this chart. And this is a pretty recent span of time. And each time they keep pushing up, running into the flag or pennant, and then pushing up super high at that point. So most likely, for the rest of this entire year, we'll probably ride the wave out. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go up and down the whole year. I'm pretty sure it's going to end up further higher by the end of the year. So we're not going to do a whole lot of trading in and out. We pretty much, are solidified our position right now. And we're going to kind of see how everything plays out for the year. Like, I'm not going to try to, worry about the dips, sell high and buy in low. I'm not going to try to do that right now with Tesla. It's super hard to kind of gauge it because they travel up and down so severely day to day. So most likely we're going to be in a hold mode. We're going to see how battery day plays out and see how the next quarter performs before pretty much we do anything with Tesla. So to give you a brief update on Google, we have 19 shares currently in Google. Google just reported their earnings and it's pretty solid. So the stock is bouncing today and it looks like it's breaking a little flag here. This is about a six-month chart, 7-month chart. So I just wanted to show you two separate Google charts and talk about their earnings. You can see from this chart that it's above the 20-day, 50-day, 100-day moving average. And it's high on their trend. But the fact that they broke the flag heading up, they have good earnings report, I think that's going to push up the stock until it tests the 1500. You can see the 1500 resistance line. So you can see where it's kind of breaking this mini triangle. It could be a false break here. It's kind of hard to tell, but the earnings report to me being solid, I think that should really push the stock up. Now, I mean, this is just a guess for me, and this is my personal opinion. Once again, I'm not telling you to buy or sell any given instruments. This is just kind of giving you data from what I see and what I analyze from the actual charts, the trends, what patterns are forming and why. And you can see the 1500, that already tried to hit it. I mean, it hit it, and it wasn't going through it. And then it falls back, and of course we have the virus scares. We have all kinds of issues, that we have to contend with as well. But as far as Google as a whole, they're looking pretty good going forward. Now this chart is a comparison of the FANG stocks. Now if you're not familiar or haven't heard the term FANG, or when they talk about it on the thing, FANG means Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. These are the big tech stocks that are in the FANG. And you can see the comparison. You can see Apple just taking off. And they've done a bunch of buybacks, and that's been driving up the stock. And then you can see Google in white, Amazon in pink. Amazon had a huge report, and Netflix has also been trending up, as well as Facebook has been trending up, but it just got hit with their earnings report. So we ducked out of Facebook. So the reason we ducked out of Facebook isn't that I don't believe in Facebook or the company. It's more for the fact that they're going through a little struggle period right now. So we shifted over the money to Tesla. Was that a good move? What do you think? I mean, we bought in Tesla and added more shares, and Tesla is charging up like $70 a share. So that was a smooth move. It doesn't really matter. We might get back into Facebook in the future when Facebook kind of breaks back up and is looking pretty solid. We could easily buy back into Facebook and maneuver there. So come on, guys, we can't forget about space. Virgin Galactic, remember I told you we bought in at $9.24 when it broke the trend, and it flew up to about 18, and it's pullback, and we actually ducked out temporarily for this sideways action. I told you guys I don't stay in the market when it's moving sideways. We stay in the market when it's moving up so that you're making money. You don't want to sit sideways waiting for something to happen, moving up or down. You don't want to be waiting. So we ducked out temporarily, but we bought back in with about 300 shares when it broke. Okay, just recently, right at mid 1740, I think 1749. Anyway, you can see where it's breaking. This could be a false break. Now, but if it breaks that 1850 mark, which I think is going to be the resistance, that would be pretty big. I think that will propel this stock up. Remember, this company isn't even launching people into space. It isn't even traveling people around yet. I mean, they could potentially do a lot of business at $250,000 a ticket. I mean, this is like a repetitive business. So it's not like a business where they sell you a ticket and then that's it. You're never going to go again. I mean, people who are super rich and can afford that, they'll be traveling around all the time like this. Well, you might think, well, if I'm such a big fan of Tesla and Elon Musk, why wouldn't I invest in SpaceX? I would be investing in SpaceX. We would have as many shares as possible in SpaceX. SpaceX is a private company. You cannot invest in that normally. I mean, if you have millions and millions of dollars, you can work different channels to potentially invest in the company. But SpaceX is already valued, I believe, around 30 to 60 billion. I honestly don't know exactly right now. I don't think they put out that data. It's a private company. They don't have to put out any data. Okay, they can do whatever they want to do. That's their, within reason, of course, because there's heavy regulations within the government. But bottom line, we would totally be doing that. But Virgin Galactic is, to me, the next best thing right now to that if I want to invest in the space-bearing future. I mean, if SpaceX ever goes public, yeah, we will jump on that. Maybe even at the IPO. Don't even care if it goes down at the IPO. I just see a lot of future for that. Now remember, in the beginning of the video, I showed the chart how we pulled 10,000 in a day change positively, and mainly because of Tesla. And so by the time the end of the video, and it's only taken me a few minutes, maybe 20 or 30 minutes to make this video, and I went to update the other video, and it boosted up to 12,000. By the time I put this video in, put that screenshot in, it went up 2,000 more to 14,000. This is one day. This is Tesla. This is the power of Tesla as a company. This company is changing the world. Do you want to be late to the party? Do you want to walk in 2 hours after it's closing? Or do you want to be the first one with a drink in your hand? Think about it. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe now, instantly. Hit the bell notifications. And we'll update you on any future stock that looks like it's going to change the world, so you can help change it as well.